In a world still recovering from war, from the ashes of destruction, a boy was born in a small Austrian village, a place where dreams rarely traveled far. That boy was Arnold Schwarzenegger. No one expected greatness. No one imagined legend. He was supposed to live a simple life, work, marry, and fade quietly into routine. But Arnold had other plans. Arnold didn't grow up with luxury. He grew up with discipline, fear, and pressure. A strict father, a harsh environment, a childhood filled with control rather than comfort. But instead of breaking him, it ignited something dangerous. A hunger, a rebellion, a voice inside him whispering, "You are meant for more." At just 15 years old, Arnold walked into a gym and found his destiny. Inspired by legends like Steve Reeves and Reg Park, he saw something others didn't. Muscles weren't just strength. They were a ticket out. A ticket to America, to fame, to power.
With empty pockets, Arnold landed in the United States. There, he met Joe Weider, a man who saw not just a bodybuilder, but a brand. Together, they didn't just build muscles, they built an empire. Arnold dominated bodybuilding. Facing rivals like Sergio Oliva, he didn't just compete, he strategized. Psychological warfare, mind games, relentless obsession. And in 1970, he became Mr. Olympia. Then, again, and again, 7 times, a legend was born. But Arnold wasn't satisfied. Because for him, bodybuilding was never the final goal. It was just step 1. Hollywood told him, "You're too big. Your accent is terrible. No one can even pronounce your name." But Arnold didn't listen. He worked harder. Until one day, everything changed. The Terminator. That role made him immortal. Suddenly, Arnold wasn't just a bodybuilder. He was a global icon. Action hero, superstar, a symbol of strength. And he kept rising. From movies, to influence, to power.
Arnold entered politics, and not just anywhere. California, one of the most powerful states in the world. He became governor. From a small Austrian village to one of the most powerful positions in America. The dream was complete. Behind the success, there were cracks. Rivalries filled with bitterness, controversies and competitions, accusations of manipulation, and then the biggest revelation. A hidden child, a secret life, a personal scandal that shattered his family. So what is Arnold Schwarzenegger? A hero? A strategist? A man who would do anything to win? The truth is, he is all of it. Because greatness often comes with a cost. But the story doesn't end with power, because power reveals more than it hides. After conquering Hollywood with the Terminator, after standing at the top of politics as governor of California, Arnold had already achieved what most people wouldn't dare to dream. But for a man like Arnold Schwarzenegger, achievement was never the destination. It was. What made Arnold different wasn't just his body, it was his mind. He visualized everything. Before a competition, he didn't hope to win. He saw himself winning. Before stepping onto a movie set, he didn't try to act. He believed he already belonged. He once said, "The mind is the limit." And he lived by it. But there's another side to that mindset, a darker one. Because when you convince yourself you must win at all costs, you stop asking how you win. In bodybuilding, Arnold didn't just defeat opponents. He studied them. Take Sergio Oliva, a genetic phenomenon, a man many believed unbeatable. Arnold didn't overpower him physically at first. He broke him mentally. He would appear confident, even when he wasn't. He would plant doubt, even in giants. This wasn't just competition. It was psychological warfare. And it worked. But it raises a question. Was this brilliance or manipulation? Hollywood didn't welcome Arnold. It rejected him. They said his name was too long, his accent too thick, his body too unnatural. But Arnold didn't change himself. He changed Hollywood. With films like Conan the Barbarian and The Terminator, he redefined what a leading man could be. Yet behind the success, there was relentless control. Every interview calculated, every appearance strategic, every move designed to build the Arnold brand. Because by now, Arnold wasn't just a person. He was a product. When Arnold stepped into politics, many laughed. An actor? A bodybuilder? Running a state? But again, they underestimated him. In 2003, during a historic recall election, Arnold became governor of California. It was a moment that felt almost unreal. An immigrant with an accent, leading one of the most powerful economies in the world. It was the ultimate version of the American dream. But politics is different. In bodybuilding, you control your body. In movies, you control your image. In politics, you control neither. Criticism grew. Decisions were questioned. Allies became rivals. And the cracks widened. Then came the revelation. Not a rumor, not speculation. Truth. Arnold had fathered a child with a member of his household staff while married to Maria Shriver, a secret hidden for years. When it surfaced, it didn't just damage his image, it shattered his family.
This is your fault.
The man who controlled everything lost control of the one thing that mattered most. After the scandal, Arnold didn't disappear. He returned. Back to movies, back to public life, back to being Arnold. But something had changed. The image was no longer untouchable. The myth had cracked.
So, what is Arnold Schwarzenegger? A poor boy who refused his destiny? A mastermind who built himself into a global icon? A flawed man who made painful mistakes? The answer is uncomfortable. He is all of it. Because greatness isn't clean. It isn't pure. It isn't simple. It's messy, complicated, sometimes even contradictory. Arnold's life isn't just a success story. It's a story about ambition without limits, about vision so powerful it bends reality, and about the cost of becoming unstoppable. In the end, Arnold didn't just chase the dream. He conquered it. But in doing so, he proved something most people don't want to admit. Sometimes, the same fire that builds a legend is the one that burns everything around him.